How's everybody doing? Hope your week has went well. Just get on here, just freestyling it this morning. Let's see how everybody's doing. What's going on in your world? What's happening? What are you guys getting into this weekend? Anything? Any plans? What's going on? How are you doing spiritually, mentally, emotionally? So what's going on, you guys? Seeing what's happening. Do my daily routine by getting up, getting ready for the day, washing my face, brushing my teeth, so on and so forth, working out, getting a prayer in, praying, reading my Bible. So that's pretty much what I do in the mornings. So what are you guys doing? Gotta start back writing some poems, get some poetry stuff in. Probably gonna I ain't do a painting this past weekend. Probably try to paint something this past weekend, depending on what I gotta do. I don't know. Try to go to church Sunday if I'm not going somewhere else. See about this car I'm driving. So yeah. It's currently 6:06 a.m. Central Standard Time. People still getting used to this change in time. Time like that the hour. People still getting acclimated to it. Seeing if anybody comes on here. Really not talking about anything. Work is going fine. Um, life is life and going to work, paying the bills, barely paying them, but they're being paid. People still people that didn't get SNAP benefits. I don't know. Somebody was telling me that some here in Alabama, the governor said something about getting partial payments for like SNAP benefits. This is what my mama was saying. Said something about they was talking about it on the news about getting partial SNAP benefits for these people here in Alabama. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. I really don't watch the news, so I don't know what's going on. I don't receive SNAP benefits. So anyway, I'm out here paying money for for food for me and my son, which is a lot, but because food prices are expensive, all the food prices are going up. Everything's going up, but pay is not. And then we're off. Where I work, we're off like a whole week for Thanksgiving, and then in December they say we're gonna be off for Christmas for 3 weeks. I think last year we was out for two. I mean, we're not gonna get paid for 3 weeks. Not gonna get paid for that week. We're out for Thanksgiving this month. So yeah, hi not King George the Third. How are you doing this morning? How's everybody doing this morning? The 10 people that's on here currently, how are you guys doing this morning? I hope everything's going well. Hope you had a great week. Everybody don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. But yeah, I just was on here. Normally I talk about like spiritual stuff in the morning, but it's Friday, so I just started to get at a break and just get on here and just talk about my week, talk about what's going on in the world, which we all know the government shut down. The government is still shut down over here in this country. If you're over here in this country, the government is still shut down. People are not getting paid for certain jobs they're doing. People talking about how it's affecting TSA and these flights. Some people can't flights are being canceled and stuff like that. So it's affecting a lot of people. This government shut down as far as work is concerned, and if you're traveling, it's affecting you guys if you're traveling, trying to get somewhere, and then it's talking about if you go somewhere, you might not be able to get back from there. So just be prepared, people. If you're flying out, just be prepared for these. Make sure you check and double check these flights. See if you're gonna have a way there and back before you get there. Hopefully, when you get there, they won't talk about you can't go anywhere, and you can get your money back on these tickets. Hi, welcome the people from New Orleans. Got somebody up in here from New Orleans, New Orleans. How did you watch the verses? Did you watch the versus battle between Cash Money and No Limit? I watched it on YouTube not so long ago. It was actually really good. Did you guys check that out? That versus battle between No Limit and Cash Money? You still in New York? What are you doing in New York? Visiting or do you live there? Do you live in New York or are you visiting New York? Are you stuck in New York because you can't get back to where you're from? That's the question. Why are you still in New York? You say I'm still in New York. Why? Like you're not supposed to be there still. Oh, you got the results on your the results from now the results from what? Where'd you get the results from? Are you talking about I came up? Now what are we talking about? I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about. What are you because I'm trying to see if you're talking about something that I was talking about. You got the results on what from the internet? Trying to see what you say. But yeah, these flights being canceled and stuff like that from this government shutdown. People aren't getting paid. It's a lot going on because the government is closed, but they're still getting paid. Look, even though the government is shut down, they still getting their money. But the people on the lower levels, if you ain't if you ain't making no money, they don't really care about you. They don't care about nobody but themselves. Honestly, that's the way I see it. And now people don't forget that the Republicans are in control because they outnumber. And as far as this government is concerned here in this country, the Republicans outnumber the Democrats. They have control. The Republicans have control of the Senate. So yeah, just letting y'all know who really got. So they outnumber the Democrats over here when it comes to this government. But what do you that's really hard. I can't really put them against each other because I like both. I really like both. But as far as that versus battle, I really feel like No Limit got it because more people honestly Master P brought out more people and there was like a tight knit group. It was people missing. It was some people missing in Cash Money. I'm like basically juvenile basically carried cash money. Juvenile carried Cash Money, if you ask me. That was juvenile versus that was juvenile versus No Limit. That's what it looked like to me when I watched it on YouTube. Juvenile versus No Limit. That's what it was. If you're being honest. But I was hearing that the reason I don't know the reason Lil Wayne didn't show up was out. Somebody was saying he was sick, and then they also said he was saying that if everybody couldn't be there, I think it was Turk. If Turk like everybody couldn't be there, he wasn't gonna come. So that makes sense. If everybody can be there, I don't blame him. If he wanted, like that didn't make sense. And I think most people was looking for certain people to be there anyway, instead of just it was just Juvenile and BG, mainly Juvenile, cause BG really didn't do much. It was mainly just Juvenile on that No Limit Cash Money versus. But if anybody got anything to say, you guys can chime in. We just chit chatting this morning, talking about if you got anything you want to talk about, you can put it in the comments. We'll talk about that. Anything that's going on in your life, anything that's going on in this country, anything you want to talk about, which any shows that you're watching on Netflix. It's Christmas. Look, they hot right. It's holiday season. And y'all know it, they just hop right over Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas. It's Halloween and then Christmas. They don't look no Thanksgiving in between. Go straight to Christmas after Halloween. Time they get them Halloween decorations out the way and start putting Christmas stuff up. Probably like when the Halloween stuff is still up, they start removing it and then adding Christmas stuff to it. So you have like owls with Halloween stuff on it, and then you have the owls with Christmas stuff on it, which is funny. That is quite interesting to me. We're just chit chatting this morning. This is waking up with Tasha. For the people that don't know, I am Latasha. This is waking up with Tasha, where mainly I just sometimes like in the mornings I do biblical stuff, but I just started to do something different this morning. Just talking about what's going on, what's happening, starting some conversations. I was talking about verses, but that conversation ended. I think the guy just got off, but he was going for No Limit because No Limit actually won that one. Their versus battle between No Limit and Cash Money. They were both good, but Master P he held that down because he brought back all those people that was in part of No Limit. So, but I like Snoop. I like the best. I like Snoop, and then he was. I like Snoop's part, but everybody liked that song though. Toward the end, Snoop did that part and walked out of there and got gone. Him and Master P left, but it was about the end anyway. It was over, so I don't blame them. They just got out of there. Anybody doing anything this weekend? Anything fun? Everybody celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday. Celebrate yourself. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves, de-stressing, working out. Do you work out 3 to 5 days a week, 30 minutes each day? I do 5 days a week. In the mornings, I work out 5 days a week. In the morning, I don't go to the gym. I have my stuff at home. So I don't like going to the gym because I don't like being around people, a whole group of people, and then I don't like people looking at me either. So I just do it at home. Sometimes I go to the track. When I started at work, I stopped going to the track. But I would jog 2 miles, which probably took about 40, 45 minutes. Jog 2 miles around the track, probably like 40 minutes. I would say 45. It took me about 40 minutes to do it. But yeah. So make sure you're eating healthy. Talking to myself and you guys. Make sure you guys are eating healthy. Taking care of your temple. Your body is your temple. So make sure you're taking care of it. I'm talking to myself. And I got to get back to cutting these sweets out. Cutting out all this processed food and these sugars. Yesterday, even though when I got home, I had a salad. Then got a dang, those zip, I think they call zingles. They come in like different flavors, like chocolate, vanilla, and then they have like this strawberry version. But I had one of them, and I should have left that at the store. How to get away from eating these sweets and this processed food. I was reading this morning about how here on YouTube we'll have those questions which you have to answer and it give you 4 options. And it says processed foods is bad for your liver. Eating processed food is bad for your liver and amongst other things. But yeah, uh, and I'm trying to avoid being I got high blood pressure, but I don't think that was from eating because my blood pressure was fine before I started working. 3 months after I started working, I got high blood pressure. So I think it was the job that started caused me to have high blood pressure. But that's the only medicine I'm on is high blood pressure medicine. That is it. Hi, IKEA. How are you doing? IKEA, as in the place IKEA, or is that your name IKEA? Hi from Iran. How are you doing? How are you doing? What's going on in Iran? What's going on over in Iran? What about now? What's happening? Your name is IKEA? Yes, I am from America, which I'm sure I sound like it. Where in America do you think I'm from? Where in America do I sound like I'm from? I'm curious. I'm curious where do I sound like I'm from in America? People answer that question. Guess where I'm from here in America? Because some people say I don't sound where I'm from here in this country. And then people say I look like I'm from somewhere else too. If you don't hear me talk, I've read up on people that said I look like people from Jamaica. Jamaica, I get Jamaica a lot. People say they run into me and they're like I look like somebody they know from Jamaica, which is interesting. But they say you have a twin everywhere. Guess I got a twin in Jamaica. Y'all gonna guess what part of this country am I from? Cause I'm interested to know. I don't know. Someone told me I need to someone from India got on here told me my English was messed up. She was like I need to speak English better. I was like, what? And she was from India. I think it was a woman from India. I was telling her, I know people from India and cool with people from India, Italy, Germany, Australia, all over the place, Nepal. I was like, none of them have told me that my English was I wasn't speaking English correctly and I needed to speak it better, which was funny. It was funny to me. I don't know, sometimes my voice tends to change. I try to speak properly and then when I don't, I correct myself. Not gonna tell me what's going on. I guess look, I guess the person from Iran, not look, I was asking a question, they didn't answer. I, I was like, guess where I'm from in America? They didn't want to guess. I don't guess. So, but I'm from the South. To answer that question, I'm from the South. I don't think I sound like I'm from the South though. The Bible Belt. Everybody knows what the Bible Belt is. Those southern states. That's where I'm from. That Bible Belt area. What everybody getting into this weekend? What's going on, guys? What are you guys watching? Any movies that you want to see? What are you guys doing for Christmas? Have y'all started Christmas shopping yet? For the people that got money. I don't know. People are struggling. People are really out here really struggling, and it's a lot of people that these Thanksgiving get together, these Thanksgiving meals won't be able to do that because they don't have the money for food. These SNAP benefits been cut off. A lot of people out here trying to go to these food places for food. So yeah, people are having a hard time. They was having hard times before, but they're getting even harder as time go on. They cut more and more stuff out, trying to cut out Medicaid and all this stuff. So we're gonna be without food and won't be able to go to the doctor. This includes black, white. If you ain't making a lot of money, you're gonna be messed up. I don't care what color you are. If you ain't making millions or billions of dollars, you're gonna be messed up. Cause it's all about the dollar. And then the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. In case you don't know, the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. I seen something about these billionaires done made I don't know how much money since Trump being in office. So they making money and we're getting poor. We're not making more money. They are. You guys got anything to say? I don't know. I haven't been doing nothing but working and trying to pay my bills and take care of my son. Make sure we got food, clothing. I know one thing. That's one thing I thank God for is no matter what. I know I haven't had much for like years now since I was working steadily until I got laid off. Speaking of layoffs, I got laid off in 2012 from Georgia Public Broadcasting, and it was cause people think AI finna take over. I was a result of technology taking over. When I lost my job at Georgia Public Broadcasting, they started using computers to replace network control operators. They started using computers to replace network control operators, outsourcing. So they basically replaced us with computers. They was like, okay, we don't need these people, so we ain't got to pay them. We can just use a computer to do it. So that's what they did. And now AI is out here, and people work. I'm like, so AI and these robots and stuff. That Amazon then laying off all these people finna start using robots and to replace people. So yeah, we finna all be in a predicament. If you're not now, you're going to be. So yep, got these AI music artists. Yes, they do. It is an AI. Cause the girl was on. I think she was on Good Morning America. They was talking about it on the radio. And then I see it on the internet where they had that this girl came up with an AI music artist, and actually some music what you call them people actually signed her. So it took her the lady that came up with her. It took her 4 months to come up with her, and now she's about to make money off of it. So AI is about to take over. AI and these robots and stuff is taking over. Hi Amanda, how are you doing this morning? Thank everybody for hitting that like button. And honestly, I look like I might need to start doing this more often. Just getting on here talking because it seems like people liking it more. But I really don't have anything to talk about if you ask me. Because I don't do much. I really don't do much. I work and I come home. I work, come home, go to the store, go to the laundromat to wash my clothes. That's pretty much it. I really don't do much. I'll probably just like start watching the news or something, taking some notes, and just talk about what's going on out here in this country. probably do like a little entertainment stuff along with the try to switch it up along with like the biblical stuff every week. I guess that's what I do because I feel like people are liking this more. Just me getting on here talking about stuff randomly, which I don't do much, so I really don't have much to talk about unless y'all do. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. Thank you guys for coming in, liking this. This is Waking Up with Tasha. I also have playlists you guys can check out. Also, I'm on here at 6 a.m. for Waking Up with Tasha. 6 p.m. for the mental health check-in, which I didn't do yesterday because my son had esports, so that I had to go pick him up. Came home late, so didn't do it yesterday. But yeah, the mental health check-in at 6 p.m. and Sweet Dream Silent Stream. I'll be looking to the side because I'll be thinking. But Sweet Dream Silent Stream at 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Friday. Sometimes I do it on the weekend, depends on if I feel like it. But yeah, those are 3 times I'm on here Monday through Friday. Sometimes I go on Saturday. I'm on here for the Laundromat Chronicles when I go to the laundromat and just like get on here and talk and go outside to show you guys around. But yeah, but thank you guys for checking me out this morning. You guys have a blessed day. Have an awesome weekend. Make sure you're working out, eat right, get enough sleep. But I'm going to end it there unless you guys have something else you would like to talk about. Make sure you get a good breakfast in this morning. Make sure you're taking your if you're prescribed medication by your doctor, make sure you're taking your medication the way you're supposed to be taking it. If you need help with anything, seek seek out therapy. If you're having issues with trauma, or anything else, make sure you seek out therapy, get counseling. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy and counseling. There's nothing wrong with being emotionally intelligent, letting your emotions out. There's nothing wrong with crying. That's what we to get make sure to relieve stress, do things that you enjoy doing. So yeah, but you guys have a good weekend and God bless.